At 6:20 a.m., the mechanized force set out from a Russian base in Donetsk in a disciplined formation reminiscent of a Korean parade. More than 800 infantrymen, dozens of T-90 tanks equipped with assault blades, and 40 armoured personnel carriers carrying trained assault teams. Ahead of them were squadrons of suicide drones, programmed to open corridors and disrupt defences. The plan was clear: to break through the lines before noon, sending a political message as much as a military one. But the terrain spoke another language. For 17 consecutive nights, engineering teams worked to transform 7 kilometers into a complex engineering trap. 4,000 anti-tank mines were placed not in straight rows, but in irregular networks, blocking every attempt at maneuver. Fake lanes were deliberately left to lure drivers toward carefully chosen choke points. Every meter of road was planned to turn a rush into a disaster. With the first explosion, the steel turret of a T-90 tank was thrown into the air. The drivers tried to veer toward the clean corridor, but it proved to be another trap. Within minutes, 17 vehicles were damaged, and their communications equipment was jammed under the pressure of the chaos. This wasn't a series of random explosions, but a mechanical clock working with deadly precision. Phased explosions halting the vanguard, then disrupting the maneuver, and finally isolating rescue teams. In the background, Ukrainian T-84 Oplot armoured vehicles rose from concealed positions. They opened fire in short bursts, 12 to 18 seconds, before shifting positions. 9 tanks were burned in just the first minute and a half. With every attempt to retreat or turn, satellite-guided artillery blocked the roads and bombed the assembly points, while electronic warfare networks blinded the drones and caused them to lose their targets. In less than an hour and a half, the Korean battalion disappeared from the battlefield as a cohesive unit. 42 armoured vehicles were destroyed, 14 were left intact but abandoned, and more than 200 were killed or captured. The road was a graveyard of burnt iron. In Pyongyang, silence reigned for 36 hours. No statements or photos of victory, only reports of generals under investigation. But the deeper lesson wasn't the number of losses. It was that superiority is not built on numbers and speed, but on the skillful combination of terrain and weapons, engineering and discipline, timing and will. Operation Frost Hook was proof that the battle is decided before the shooting begins, when the ground is prepared and the plan is written.